Welcome to ChessWhiz TV, episode 484. I'm your host, The Wiz. Today, we're going to play yet another chess variant. We've played backwards chess. It's called Wild 5 chess, where all your pieces start out on the other side of the board. Really, really crazy variant. Well, we're going to play that where you can't check the opponent. Let me show you exactly what I'm talking about. Put this right here and behind me, and then press this. So there's the chessboard. Now, the weird thing about this chessboard right there, is that the white player is about to promote his pawns. White is actually on the 7th. See that 7th rank there? Yes. So we're going to click continue from here, play with a friend, and we're going to throw this link into the chat. If you are watching live right now, you simply click that link. I'll take a random opponent, random color, I mean, and you will be playing with none other than the Wiz, as far as I can tell. The interesting thing about this episode number 484, I love 484, such a great number. Why? Because it is 22 times 22. I love square episode numbers, and they're just getting rarer and rarer as time goes on. Is it really? 22 times 400, 484? Yeah, it is. I memorized all the squares up to 30 just in case I would ever need to know them. And then I forgot them again. Isn't that how it works? I guess it is. So Lighthouse, here's the rules. You start with your pieces and pawns at the far side of the board. You may not check your opponent. So I've played this variant where you may check your opponent. What White does is he goes like, dude, and then he goes like, dude, he cheats a little bit, dude, and then he goes here, and this is checkmate because you can't do anything. Your pawns can't capture because they're going this direction. So that's pretty cool. We're not doing it that way. So it's going to be a little different. I have no idea what I'm getting into. I've actually never played Checkless Wild 5. I think that's what this is called. Ever played the Checkless version of this, but we'll see how it goes. It seems so far to be pretty similar. You just try to promote as many pawns as possible so you get as many queens as possible. Seems pretty reasonable. Let's see who's in the chat right now. We have none other than ChessWhiz and Norek. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, this is a live show, twitch.tv/ChessWhiz. You can watch, chat with the other viewer. Yes, I did use the singular form of that word. It's a lot of fun. You can say things like, wow, he's covering up the chessboard with his chair. And then the other guy can say, you know, he always does that. And the first guy can say, really? What a stupid show. That's kind of what goes on in the chat. But ChessWhiz and Norek says, all right, I made it. So hello to you, ChessWhiz and Norek. I'm really glad you made it. I love it when you watch, oh, it's my turn, this show. I really love that. I'm ahead by a queen on this side of the board. He's ahead by a queen on that side of the board. Let's spend a little bit of time thinking about ChessWhiz and Norek. So pleasant to look at. What I really like looking at is Matt Damon, but in second place to Zizanoric for sure. Let's see what else is going on. Checkmate is allowed, right? Asked in the chat, yes. So let's think about checkless chess for a moment. Checking the opponent being illegal means you can actually cause some trouble with your king. This is causing me to squeeze my chin, this realization that if you just move your king out like this, say, you might be prohibiting some very good moves from being made. So far, we're kind of copying each other. Wonder if I should have taken that. That probably would have been good. I'm thinking about how to make it so that he wants to do something that is illegal. So, like, if I take this pawn, he wants to capture it, but that's totally legal. I'm actually going to... Why wouldn't I promote? This is getting really stupid. I'm going to start fighting with my king. That's a good strat. I actually can't take this pawn. It would cause check. If I bring my king out here... No, I can't do that. Here... No, I can't do that. What a stupid chess variant. Oh, well, we've got a guy in the chat who's typing upside down. What does this say? Let's copy and paste this in the chat so I can read it. What does that say over there? It says... start at the end. Well, in Checkless, there's... Hold on. I need more queens. Well, in Checkless, there's still checkmate. Okay. He's so clever. He wrote it upside down. That's clever. Oh, I cheated. Can't do that. Sorry, I cheated. It took me like 5 minutes before I started cheating. That's good. Better than usual. So I guess the first thing I'm going to do is promote as many queens as possible. Then what? Nope, you can't do that either. I don't know. We're just going to offer draws to each other after this happens, because how do you do anything if you can't check the opponent? I can't take him. He can't take me. That would be check. So I have no idea how we're going to finish this chess game. Oh, I can take this. Okay. I can actually capture something. From now on, if I can capture something, I'm doing that. Because seriously, there's almost nothing you can do in this chess game. What else is happening? There's a link to the Wikipedia article for circumstantial speech. I've never heard of circumstantial speech. It sounds delicious. It's referred to as circumstantiality. It's the result of, so hold on, I'm playing chess. Hey, did I just get a bunch of queens in exchange for knights? This is good. So you can't check, but you can checkmate. So I'll just go for checkmate here. What if I set up checkmate? It's not always the ChessWhiz's show makes ChessWhiz laugh, is it? But look at that. Oh, when I started thinking about checkmate, I did checkmate. Isn't that weird how that works? He says very silly variant. So I'll tell him you are a very, very silly, very. It's hard to spell these words because variant has a bunch of A's, but very has no A's at all. That was just something I noticed. I thought I mentioned it. So I'm going to send another challenge into the chat. If you are quick Lighthouse, you can play again. Leave this game, play from here. Wow, I laughed. Usually I'm pretty impervious to laughter. I mean, when you get up in front of people and you try to say funny things like my wife and I have decided not to have kids. That's not the funny part, by the way. The funny part is the kids are taking it pretty hard. You're not supposed to laugh after you say that. Generally, the joke giver doesn't also laugh. But when he checkmates suddenly and shockingly, that's the time to laugh for sure. I love that checkmate. All right. So I was talking with one of the viewers of this show the other day. There's people on this show who view, and I was talking with one of them. And what I said to him was, I said, okay, so this would actually be checkmate. Oh, no, it's checkmate. Oh, I have to send lots of love to this guy because I'm actually might be screwed here. I'll send him also an amazed face with some beards growing off of it. How do I not get checkmated? Oh, my beard is growing. This is either a growing beard or a droolier man. Actually, the more tildes is the longer the string of drool. I can never tell whether it's a beard or drool. But it seems that how do I prevent getting checkmated? Help, quick! Quick! Help me out. Someone's following me on Twitch. The seller made a counter offer. That's pretty much the same thing. Oh. Help! I don't know. At least I have two queens. That was hilarious. It's a good thing this is a casual, whatever this is. It's a casual something. It's a good thing it's casual, so I don't lose any rating points to Mr. Anonymous. That was brutal. I hope that wasn't my dad. He's usually anonymous. That would be pretty embarrassing. Embarrassing. At least I can spell the word embarrassing. Most embarrassing people can't spell that. They only put one R in there. Okay, let's move on. Let's move on to the continue from here. Let's move on to a game where I don't get checkmated in 2 moves. Typically, I go for like 4 or 5. 2 is too few. Definitely agreeing with that statement. Funny video. I'll let someone else play next. Can I write this way? You should not reveal that the pieces are on the far side. Play random people. It's so fun to see the opponent struggle to figure out what is going on. Great idea, Hipitcherson. Next game, I just won't say anything. Let's go. You have to click the link. Victims. Click the link. I put it in the chat. I'm going to drink some of this while I think. So I was talking with a viewer. Now, I don't know if you've ever heard the voice of another human being, but this happened to me. I heard this voice coming over the wire because he was in a wire. And he said, I don't even remember what he said, but his voice, I was like, oh, wow. I was really amazed. You've probably never had this happen. I was instantly amazed by the man's voice. What I thought about his voice was I thought that he was extremely intelligent. There's this certain way that people pronounce words that shows that they kind of got a little bit less in the linguistic area and a little bit more in the analysis area oh no, I'm the one that's struggling now. Oh, isn't this funny, guys? I can't move my pawn. Ha ha ha. I better type hi ha. That makes sense. I play the black pieces. So I won't say anything now. Let's just watch him struggle. Except Mr. T's been here since the beginning, so he's probably not going to struggle. I'll just put that in there. Okay, isn't this fun? Yeah. Immediately, I thought he was super smart. I asked him, have you ever had your IQ tested? You sound super smart. He immediately said nothing. I was actually super awkward, but fortunately, I wasn't in the same room with him, so I didn't get that awkward vibe. I just blundered through. Okay, so he could checkmate me here, and I will prevent that. I could move here, and then if he goes there, I could go here. and take him. Ha ha ha. And if he goes this way, I could do it this way. Okay, so this should work. This should work. If he goes here, I can go here, and I'm guarding the checkmate square. But if he goes here, I'll move on top of him and capture him. Perfect plan. I don't know exactly how to describe it. When I heard the guy's voice, I was immediately amazed at his intelligence. But it turns out I learned something new, which is when you discover that someone's really intelligent, it's not real appropriate to tell them. You have to just kind of keep that to yourself. If you're like, wow, you sound very intelligent, your voice sounds very intelligent, it just makes them uncomfortable. So I've stopped doing that now as of today. So, okay, I'm going to go take a queen. That's pretty pointless because he's going to just promote to a new queen. Dumb. Dumb. Let's make some queens of my own, I guess. Yeah, we got some queens going. Wait, I could still checkmate him. I just need to put my knight right here. This could work. I go here, and then I go here. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. See what happens here. There is only the Reti opening in this variant, according to one viewer. He's guarding this and this, so I can't do it. Guess I'll do something else. Something else. We're coming up something else. Ha ha. It doesn't have any numbers. If anyone's joining right now, don't be confused. We're playing Checkless Wild 5 chess, totally non-confusing chess variant, where your pawns start out one move away from queening. I really want to get my knight here quick before it's not checkmate. I don't see a way to do that. I'll just keep promoting stuff. So this is what you do apparently. You move the knights and promote. Then you move the bishops and you promote here and here. And then you all stare at each other and you go, I guess that didn't work. I lost my knight. It's too bad. I don't think it's going to matter. I think what I'll suddenly do is checkmate him. And it won't really matter that I've lost a knight. What is he doing? Help. 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 I'll take a queen. If in doubt, capture opponent's queen with a knight. I think that's a good way to recover from any bad chess positions. I can't take that. I could move. I can't move much. This could be serious. I'll move this one. Don't tell him, but I'm kind of trying to checkmate him. This doesn't work, though. Okay, so he's actually threatening this. If I promote, he takes me here, I take back, and that is checkmate. So let's move here. Yeah, checkless chess. Oh, yeah. So here's what this prevents. First of all, it prevents this capture. That's illegal because it's checkless. Checkless, yo. I'll call him yo because I respect him. So this move's not allowed, it's check. If he takes this, super blunder. It's not like a standard blunder. Let's give him some time to mull over this. Because when I capture him, he cannot capture back. The orange arrow cannot happen. It's check. So I basically don't get captured anywhere. So this is pretty good. Let's get some more queens going. Never gonna have too many queens, can you? No, sorry. I would love to checkmate this guy. How can I do that? I guess, oh, that's almost checkmate. That's almost checkmate. I'll take this, because then I can checkmate him maybe. I'll take this. He's, yeah, I think I'm just about to checkmate him. Seriously, I'm so close. Oh, but it's not checkmate, so it's not allowed, because you can't just check the guy. You can only checkmate him. Let's capture this. He's probably setting something up, but I'm too confused to realize what it is. Let's come in here. So I'm now threatening checkmate. I don't think checkmates are really a thing in this variant because usually it's like a 1-2 punch. Check, he has to recapture like that, and then you checkmate, okay? But you can't, he cheats. You can't set up the 1-2 punch because the 1 punch is illegal. So really nothing's going to happen. All he has to do is prevent an instant checkmate and nothing happens. So there's not much going on here really. It looks like there's much, but I can't do this. It's not checkmate. I can't do this. I can't do this. It's not checkmate. None of this stuff is checkmate. I'm out of time. What did I just take? A queen. That's reasonable. Queens. You can take queens. That's not a bad idea. Take a queen. What I'd like to do is checkmate him. My plan for that is My plan for that is to capture this queen a bunch of times, okay? So I take it, he takes it this. I take it, he takes with this, and then, for some reason I'm loving orange today, and then I'm covering the square, and this is checkmate. So the plan here is to get this queen off of this oops. Oh, that was somewhat painful. Yeah, take this. So apparently knights can move that direction. What a crazy chess variant. Am I losing 3 pawns? I'm down by a queen. That could be serious. Could be serious. I think I need to use my superior wit to overcome the fact that I'm down by a queen. I would say that's probably true. Pin that pawn. Okay, good. I can discover. Checkmate. Yes! Okay, so the secret is for the opponent to make a gigantic blunder. If you don't have that happen, you'll probably lose. I was liking the discover check. I mean, anywhere I move this bishop, such as here, here, or here, is check, but you can't check in this variant. So it's really... I've been trying to kind of set up some deadly traps, but really, if the opponent sees them, it's hopeless. And that's actually something you can learn from this episode. Now, usually when you watch ChessWhiz TV, you don't learn anything. But this time I'm going to teach you something, which is if you have a way to make a threat, you're threatening something in a chess game, that is not necessarily a good idea. Beginners and people who aren't good at chess, those two types of people, will make a threat hoping that the opponent doesn't see it. And I call that, you play the black pieces, hoping chess. I call it that because someone else called it that. Hoping chess, where you're hoping that they won't see what you're threatening. That is not a great way to play chess. What you do is you make a threat. You're like, I hope they see it. They defend. You're like, okay, what else can I threaten? You try to make a more subtle threat that they won't see. I'm okay with this knight. It's actually here that I want to move to. So let's go this way. Hoping chess coming right up. Yeah, but you should look at the chessboard instead of me. I'm trying to use a little bit of humor here to make it funnier. What's going on in the chat right now? GRTN0. I'm guessing he picked that username himself. GRTN0 says he just joined. Checkmate. We have to do that at least once this episode. It's just checkmate people on move 2 or 3 or whatever that was. That was great. Let's rematch this poor man. Let him defend against that. Hey, it happened to me earlier in the episode. Clearly it happens to smart people and average people. It's, by the way, mostly smart people who watch this show. And I really value intelligence. I think that's because boring people, because unintelligent people are so boring. Maybe that's the reason, I don't know. But I much enjoy spending time with intelligent people. Fortunately, just about everyone thinks they're more intelligent than average, so they don't feel disqualified at all when I say that. When I say I love intelligent people, it's like, oh, he loves me. Yes, exactly. Oh, it's my turn. That's interesting. Okay, so I want to checkmate him right here. So I'll go this way. Here I go. I'll send him a winking face. It turns out if you survey people, they do think that they're more intelligent than average. But if you ask them about their abilities and ask them how good they are at something that's relatively easy for them to do, such as driving a car, they rate themselves as much better than average. Don't you think you're a much better than average driver? Yes. However, if you ask them something that's difficult to do, such as solving a crossword puzzle in the New York Times newspaper, that's difficult. I was going to say playing chess, but since you're all chess players, maybe not. Or juggling, something that the average person can't do very well. People rate themselves as below average. Who knows? How do you even defend that? He's asking. I don't know. Definitely just try something. I don't know if it's going to work. Oh, here he comes. Let's checkmate it. He's not defending it, so he loses. I think it's knight c6, knight c3, whatever that is. 3? Knight c3, weird. Interesting. They think they're worse than average. You survey people on complex tasks, they think they're below average. But you survey them on trivial tasks, they think they're above average. The conclusion we can draw from this is people don't know anything about themselves or others. I guess we didn't have to really have a study to discover that. The weird thing, though, when you hear a study like that, is you're like, of course, other people are biased and don't understand themselves, but you don't realize that you're one of the people. Like, I certainly wouldn't make the mistake of overestimating my driving skills, would I? No, because I don't know how to drive. But People generally just apply such ideas and statistics to others. This guy loses. It was knight c6. I win. Let's rematch, and I will show him. I will show you. I will shoo you. This is the fancy way to say you'll show somebody. You just have to shoo them how it's done. So he's going to play here, and I'm going to play here. Oh, no, he's not. So I'll just go checkmate him again. I wonder how many times I can checkmate him with this same trick before he either defends or auto-defenestrates. We're not sure which one he's going to do. He's struggling to defend right now. He can defend, but maybe he won't see that this is the move to defend this square. Maybe he won't see. Let's send him the rules just so he feels more annoyed. He did defend. How disappointing. Disappoint. Now I might have the same issue. Oh man, I would have had the same issue, guys. Guys, if he'd moved here, I would have lost. Whew, that was a close call. That was really close. You kind of have to prioritize more than just winning, though. It turns out winning the game you're playing, that's good. Like, oh, good, I'm winning, that kind of thing. You know what I mean? But winning the future games and having people to play with in the future, that's important too. And you're constantly weighing that in even though you don't realize it. So for example, if you're playing chess with somebody, you could talk constantly and never shut up. They would be somewhat distracted, increasing your chances of winning. By the way, that's the technique I use. Notice I'm talking constantly. But they might get kind of annoyed and they might say, dude, stop talking, for example, or excuse me, ma'am, if you happen to be a woman, which is pretty rare among my viewership, but there are some. I must admit. Oh no, it's getting pretty risky in here. There are some women who watch the show. Shout out to you, gals. I was going to say to you guys, but whatever. What was I saying? Something about... what was I saying? I got distracted by the idea there might be some girls watching the show. That totally caused me to forget all other things that I might have been saying at the time. Which I'm getting hosed. That's my other thing I'm noticing here. I'm going to trade a queen for a knight. Hopefully that'll relieve the pressure on my temporal cranius, whatever this is. It's not relieving the pressure at all. I'm just going to lose a queen and have nothing to show for it. Here's some time, yo. Oh, good. He's trading his queen for a knight. That's lucky for me. Because if he just taken my queen, I would have no way to prevent destruction. These stupid pawns can't move. In case you're wondering why, it's because the whole board is backwards. Okay, so I'll play here. Yeah, lucky for me. Oh, I'm so lucky to be alive. What are the odds that I would be alive? Oh, they're so unlikely. I was saying something really interesting, though. Come on, help me out here. I don't remember what I was saying, but it was so interesting. I'm interested in it right now, and I can't even think of what it was. That's how interesting it was. Oh, usually I move on to the next topic without even realizing that I've left the topic about 10% complete. But this time I'm really noticing that I forgot what I was saying. Look, another free queen. This is going really well for me. If we could just trade down to like a king and a queen and a queen and a queen and against a king, that'd be great. Let's try for that. Okay, I can't check him, so I can't take that. So I might have to run away here. Could defend it. Can't checkmate him, can I? That's almost checkmate. That's almost checkmate, almost checkmate. Can't check him, though, because of the special rule, thou shalt not check him. So I'll just preserve the queen for now. Let's see what happens. I will be willing to trade a queen for a rook, I think. A thing for a thing seems fair. I've been playing some atomic chess, and at atomic chess, all the things blow up when they capture other things. So it's just really, it's how many things you got is all that matters. What they are is less important. Let's go here. I'm going to try to checkmate him. I'm really actually just trying to checkmate him, but that doesn't work. Okay, that's not your best move, but it is among your worst, so that's something. Is this checkmate? No. Is this checkmate? No. Is this checkmate? Yes. What? Oh, it's not checkmate? Okay, I'll take back. Okay, sorry. Sorry. That's cheating. Lucky for me, throwing my queen away is illegal. This is a great chess variant. I need to play a variant more often where any stupid moves are not allowed and only smart moves are allowed. That would be great. I should invent that kind of chess. It could be called ChessWhiz chess. That'd be a good name for it, right? Only smart moves. And people would be like, oh, yeah, I see why. It's called ChessWhiz Chess because ChessWhiz only makes smart moves. I can hardly say it without laughing. ChessWhiz asks Zoomalter, are you an alpha male? What does that mean, an alpha male? I'm not sure. Does that help? I'm not sure if I'm an alpha male. I'm losing a rook here if he just takes me. So that could be bad. I don't know. Might be bad. Give him some time here. Whoops, what did I just do? I have no idea what just happened. How did my queen teleport to that square? He moved his rook here, and then somebody moved my queen to this location. What a shock. Good thing it was a good move. I must be playing ChessWhiz Chess, where only good moves are allowed, because what a brilliant move my chessboard made for me. That's fantastic. I think I am an alpha male. I'm the kind of person who solves things with assertiveness. So maybe that makes me an alpha male. Not every problem can be solved with assertiveness. Some kinds of cancer cannot be killed by being assertive. However, in general, sure, I'll trade a queen for a rook, a bishop for whatever I just traded. I'll do that. Uh-oh. I better come on out here because look, this is going to be checkmate. Because the pawns, you got to remember, they go this way. So I better promote some more of them. That sounds good. He only has 3 pawns. I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 4 pawns. That's more than 3. So queen, 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 queen. I still have a ton of queens. I'm definitely going to win in the future. I'm not winning right now, though. Are you living as an involuntary celibate? Asks Zoomalter. Not to my knowledge. It might be happening without my knowing it. However, as far as I know, I am not doing that. Other questions. Let's see. Are you an alpha male? I'm going to go with yes. Oh, I win on time. That's normal. Very normal. ChessWhiz wins on time. In fact, I win on time more often than I win any other way. Ask me more questions about my delicious personality. I would love to answer those. Continue from here. Let's play one more game. Play with a friend. We have time to play with a friend, don't we? Yes, we do. Hello to you, Chris. Thank you for watching. I called you that because on average, some people are called Chris. And for those Chris's out there, you're going to be like, whoa. How did you know my name was David? I didn't actually. David, your name is David. It's kind of weird, but I don't know why televangelists don't use that trick more often. I play the black pieces where they call out specific names, and then the people who have those names are like, oh, he's talking directly to me. I must donate and receive 100-fold increase from the Lord. I don't know. It seems like it'd be pretty effective. Okay, so he's going to try to checkmate me, and I'll prevent that with this. If he moves here, I'll move here. It's very important to know the one deadly opening of Wild 5 Checkless Chess. Once you know that, however, you're good to go. There aren't any other openings except move your knights and promote your pawns, and then move your bishops and then promote your pawns. A very simple opening, I would say, although it is easy to get wrong. Sometimes you try to make illegal moves, like moving your pawns forwards. Who knows? I don't know. Ah, this is pretty fun. I'm having fun. Are you having fun? I'm having fun. At least one of us is having fun. I think you're having fun. You just don't want to admit it because it's not fun to admit you're having fun. Uh-oh. I'm having less fun now. Want to play again, Mr. 1252? That's below the average chess rating of a person who plays online. But if you're rated 1252 and feeling bad about it, what you should do is click on this rating graph right here. Oh, you can't because you're provisional. Well, I'll do it on mine. I'm certainly not provisional. Profile. It's pronounced profile. It's actually Swedish. Oh, you click over here. And you find 1252 on the chart. It's my turn? That's super weird. Playing with this guy again. Here I come. And you find 1252 on this chart, and you're like, okay, 1252 is right here. So when you look at it here, it actually looks pretty bad still. Well, what you have to do is remember all the people. Oh, is he going to checkmate me now? No, he's just trying to not get checkmated. Well, you have to remember all the people who aren't playing online, because this is just the people who have gotten their rating online, and that deselects a vast majority of the population of the Democratic Republic of the Congo. If you travel to that country, you would notice you were among the best chess players in the country. So really, it just depends on who you compare yourself to. Let's go here so we can promote another pawn. But I'm really worried he's going to checkmate me. I better do this. He can't copy me. I would take him. So my knight's covering these squares, so we're safe now. We're totally safe. Then we'll play this, and then we'll promote again. Make a bunch of queens. This guy seems to know what he's doing. Since he just checkmated me. I hate getting checkmated. He did that. What else is going on in the chat? We've got a comment. It says, checkless contamination chess might be good. That might be good. Might be bad. Might be good. Interesting. It might be good or bad. Checkless chess, where you can't check the opponent, and contamination chess, where you just have to get near the enemy king to win. Actually, that's my king. This is kind of confusing. The enemy king. The enemy king. Let me demonstrate. Near the enemy king, the red enemy king, to win. Checkless contamination. Great combination. There is an episode where an entire small human being walks out of his closet. That is a funny episode. I'm glad everyone's forgotten about that. If the chessboard was 10 by 10, he could have 99 queens. Okay, I better stop reading the chat. There's falsehoods in the chat. Don't know. There's pretty smart gorillas in the Congo. There are quite a number of many players from Congo training only chess. And then the best comment of all, LOL, which stands for lots of love. Lots of love to you too. For all you joining just now, don't be confused. Players start with their pieces and pawns on the far side of the board. Totally non-confusing. I lost my knight. Wait, I could take his knight. That's fantastic. Oh. It's always good to like blunder right before a brilliant move to pick up your spirits after the blunder. The only bad thing about blunders is how you feel afterward. During, it feels quite good. If you ever like tried to notice how you feel as you blunder, it's very pleasant. Let's try this. Check. Oh, that's illegal. Let's try an illegal move. Oh, no. Add time. And take back. Sorry. SRY. You can't check the opponent in this variant. What if I go here? Oop, lose the bishop here. Oop, lose the bishop. Man, this guy is oppressing me. Okay. What am I going to do now that I'm oppressed? My idea is to play here. You want to know why? Because it's not checkmate. Still, he could take this. But then I'm going to take this knight. Watch. Okay. Oh, I'm cheating again. Never mind. I can't even formulate a plan that consists of a string of legal moves. I can't even do that. My plans are riddled with illegal moves. Oh well. Now I can move here. So that's good. Skewer him up a little bit. That's good. Let's see. There's a variant called Hectatomb chess. I would not want to play that. Where each player has a king as well as... What? The rest of the text is behind the camera. As well as the entire half of their chessboard is filled with queens. Sounds interesting. Oh, why didn't I take his queen? Oh. This is my chance to checkmate him. Look. Don't tell him, but I've got a checkmate coming. This is gonna be good. I love checkmating. So I was talking with this viewer and I asked him, what are you interested in, viewer? And the viewer said, I'm interested in meteorology and also chess variants. And I'm like, well, that's cool. Chess meteorology. That's very interesting, meteorology. But chess, why would you be interested in chess variants? And then it dawned on me, I have this chess show where I play chess variants. Talk about stupid. Because if someone asked me, hey, me, they would ask, do you like chess variants? I'll just lose a queen. I don't even know what to do. I'd be like, they're okay. Not really a top 10 interest. I'm more interested in rocks that are flying through outer space, but chess variants are okay. But it turns out, I should have taken with the king. That would have been cool. But it turns out that some people are actually interested in chess variants. Isn't that crazy? I only play chess variants because it gives me an excuse to talk. You probably noticed. But some of you guys, they actually care. You actually care about chess variants. It's crazy. Blows my mind. Look how blown my mind is right now. It's very blown. How blown is my mind exactly? Now I'm curious. If I could just take this, I could checkmate him. Am I down? I'll take this and count. 1, 2, 3 pawns. 1, 2, 3 pawns. Queen, 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 bishop, bishop, bishop. I'm winning. Okay, great. I'm winning by a bishop. So let's get going here. Let's get another queen. He's pinned. Let's get some queens. Oh. Not good. I'm in a series of losing stuff. It's my latest behaviors involve losing things. Hmm. Thanks for the bishop. Thanks for the queen. Weird. Weird. I want to put my queen right here. Oh, it's still not checkmate. Here's some more time. I appreciate that, bishop. You can counter those blunders with some counter blunders. Much appreciated. Now it's 3 pawns to 1. He has 4 pawn queen combos. I have 4 pawn queen combos. You can't do that. And I have a bishop. So I'm winning by a bishop again. Can you checkmate with the bishop? No. So I need to ensnare him. I really think you can't do that either. I really think you can't do much in this chess variant. After you're done blundering, you're like, oh, I guess you can't do much in this chess variant because you can't check him. So I don't think you can win. It's just going to be a draw. Well, it's a good thing we didn't discover that till the end of the episode. Would have been a pretty boring episode if we noticed right away how stupid the variant was. Good thing we were completely in the dark on that. What else is going on? The study of rocks in space. I think it would be easier than atomic chess. Yeah, this variant is kind of easier than atomic chess. Do I have a checkmate? Not only do I not have a checkmate, but this guy apparently has more good stuff than I do. If you like count up his good stuff. I'm going to try to checkmate him. Don't tell him. Let's give him some time here. But I think this is going to be checkmate. He has a rook, and I don't have that. So I'm actually losing. No, I'm out of time. No, I deserve that for being so dumb. Let's see. He's ahead. He just promotes, and I don't have any checkmates. No, no. Okay, so I think we should probably end the show quick before the variant gets worse. It's a pretty bad variant. You know, we could do one more, I think, the last one, but it has to be a new opponent, someone who hopefully hasn't realized how bad this variant is. That'll be 50% of the players won't realize that. So I'll put this link in the chat. If nobody clicks it, that's fine. I'll just end with this message. Well, I'm not going to end with a message unless nobody clicks. But how can you tell if nobody clicks? There's this famous problem in computer science called the halting problem, which is you got this program, arbitrary program, and you run the program, and you don't know if the program is going to finish running. Because some programs have a statement in there that says, return. That means the program finishes running. But we have an opponent. It's a naughty mouse again. But there's a possibility that that statement won't ever be reached. Now, if you look at the code and you're super smart, you might be able to tell if it's going to be reached and if the program is going to run, or if it's just going to get stuck in an endless loop. However, if the program is complicated enough, there's really no algorithmic way, no foolproof step-by-step way to look at the program and tell if it's going to get itself into an endless loop or not. You pretty much just have to run it and see if it's complicated enough. I mean, imagine something that's so complicated you can't imagine it. Oh, it's my turn. How strange. So like imagine something that's slightly more complicated than the most complicated thing that you can imagine. Okay, so now once you're imagining that, you'll realize that that kind of program, you really can't just look at the code and tell what's going to happen. You have to run it. So here comes the halting problem. The idea is you run it to see if it's going to halt, aka finish execution. So you start the thing and you wait for a few minutes and it hasn't finished yet. And here's where the problem comes in. You don't know if it's just going to take a couple of days and then finish, or maybe a couple of years, or maybe, it's going to take a couple of millennia. I think I'm going to win this with the checkmate thing. Here. Yeah, I win. This is so silly. I'll send him law. It actually might take longer than your lifetime to finish, and then it might finish. So the halting problem is famous because you actually cannot know, save some kind of genetic modification to extend the length of your lifespan, if it's going to halt or not. You basically can't. I guess you can give instructions to your grandchildren, but there's a possibility that the program runs until the universe becomes the same temperature everywhere. And then everyone's dead. And then it halts. It probably would halt by then, right? I mean, come on. Wow, good. That's the way we like it around here. Okay, very confused. Your pawns go up. your pawns go down. Does that help? And you can't check the opponent. Let's put the rules in here one more time. Okay. I found that you should just move the knight that's across from the other guy's knight, and that will help you avoid some pain in the future. Checkmate to win. Checkmate to win. I'll just send that out since this poor anonymous person has got no idea what's going on. So I actually love the halting problem because it's really just an intellectual exercise, which is one of my favorite things. I mean, what are you going to do with your life other than just get old and think about intellectual exercises and realize that you just can't tell if it's going to halt. So I encountered that problem. I put this link out in the chat. This is why I was reminded. I'm like, is someone going to click it? You can't tell. You might have to wait until longer than the age of the universe. Man, did I just get destroyed again? Look at this. Universe. Oh, no, it's not going to work. He takes me, and he's threatening it again. This guy is so smart. If I just promoted this pawn, then I could have moved the bishop to escape. But as it stands now, I'm getting owned. Stupid. I think I have time for another game. What about you? Definitely time to redeem myself. Who wants to end an episode with such a stupid ending? So you just never know. You seem to have figured it out. I'll send that to him. Okay, halting because the computer stopped being a computer doesn't count. It has to be the instructions in the program. Okay, I've made one person happy. If I've made one person happy with this 45-minute video, just one person, even if it's not you, my mission is accomplished. My goal is to make one person happy. I got a fan mail once, and the guy said, I was made happy by you, and that's all I needed. That's all I needed. Hey, if you ever want to write to me, you can write to me at ChessWhiz TV at gmail.com. It's spelled like this, which is super hard to spell, so you better double check that. The Cheese Whiz guy hates getting my fan mail, by the way. He does not like to hear from you. So be sure to send that. Oh, never mind. It's my turn. Be sure to send that to ChessWhiz TV. And tell me, you can tell me that I made you happy. And I'll read that and I'll be like, oh, I knew it. I knew it. All along I knew I made you happy. You just weren't admitting it. Oh, man. Because what else is there to do in life? And don't take that. Then to become happy. I mean, I made a list of things to do. There's water boarding. There's water skiing. Those are approximately equivalent. One is more enjoyable, I think, but waterboarding and water skiing are two things, but just being happy. That's nice. No one's made out of carbon fiber. Right? I mean, come on. Let's be honest. No one's made out of carbon fiber. Have I been able to checkmate this guy all along? Well, guess I'll checkmate him. What a stupid variant of chess. At least we have something we agree on. I'm going to checkmate this Anonymouse. He's just losing now. Yeah. No one's made out of carbon fiber because I say so. You actually can't prove that because even if you analyze 1,000,000 people, you didn't analyze everybody. GG. There might be someone you didn't analyze who's made out of carbon fiber. And what if you analyzed everyone on the planet? Maybe someone's being born right now as you're giving your final report, which says, oh, it's not my turn, which says that no one's made out of carbon fiber, right? You're writing this down. Okay, I have analyzed all human beings and I have determined that none is made. And as you're writing the word made, a carbon fiber human being is being born in a place you are not. So you're not aware of that. And so you really can't be confident of that. I think people could generally benefit from being less confident in what they think. Because let's face it, most of the things that you believe are either wrong or slightly wrong, and more likely, mostly wrong. I actually first heard that as a kid. I was a kid once, if you can believe it. At least I think I was. And I heard the concept that you believe something false right now. You're thinking something is true that isn't true. It's false. Okay, I'm capturing this way just so I have an escape valve. Of course, it doesn't work if he visits me here. But I can, if he gets close, I can just go for a run, get out of there. So that's the plan. I can't take that bishop. How remarkable. And I was like, that's impossible. How could I really believe something false? At the time, I was like 12 or 13, around a little bit young for thinking you know everything, but definitely within the realm of possibility of thinking I knew everything. And I definitely thought, why did I go there? I didn't even open up a new queen for myself, that I didn't believe anything false. Isn't that weird? Now, looking back, I realized that it was pretty absurd of me. To think I only thought true things. That seems pretty absurd now. But at the time, it seemed very reasonable. I mean, it's like I fact checked everything I believed. I mean, I know how math works. I know how language works. All the words that I think I know how to spell correctly, I'm correct on those words. By the way, lose only has one O. Just thought I'd throw that out there. Loose has two. So if you ever loose the game, I lost the game, you're going to be spelling that wrong. Just I know how to spell definitely. Doesn't have an A in it, that's for sure. Okay, so I pretty much know everything. It's not true at all. And that's the weird thing now. I can now say that I didn't know everything then. But it's so difficult, so difficult for me to really accept the idea that I am confident in something incorrect right now. Like I am feeling 100% sure about something that is wrong. That is so difficult to come to grips with, but it's almost for sure. I mean, it's statistically nearly unlikely, nearly impossible that I would truly be correct in all my confidences. And the same for you. I mean, try it. Try it right now. Try believing that you're wrong about something that you're really confident in. I don't know if you can even do it. I truly don't know if you could manage to do that. This guy very cleverly traded his bishop for a pawn. That was smart because I was about to promote that pawn. But we're still playing. We've made it to the middle game. That's better than we have fared in the past. Just keep making queens. How wrong can that go? I have only 2 pawns and 4 queens. That adds to 6. And he has 3 queens, so fewer, but 4 pawns. So this is going to require a checkmate, I think. I think I'm going to need to checkmate the guy in order to win. So a queen right here would do it. Let's go checkmate him. Can he even defend this? I might just have a checkmate right now. Oh, man. This is such a stupid variant. Right when you're like, this variant can't get any stupider. Oh, here he comes. Oh, no. What'll I do? I want to attack this square. Let's go here. Because I'm setting up this checkmate. Okay, that wasn't my smartest, was it? I've made better moves, haven't I? I can't even. I just can't even. Sometimes I can, but today I can't even. I'm going to go here because then it's going to be discovered checkmate. Is this discovered checkmate? Yes! ChessWhiz is so good at chess. Legendary checkmate. Oh, I got to send him definitely a drooling man. Oh, that was amazing. Amazing. This has been ChessWhiz TV. Thanks for watching.